I'm Adam, this is Rob, and we're AR Projects. Hello, welcome back. We've been a bit quiet recently because, well, it's been snowing and it's cold, and no one wants to be up here in the cold. And also some of our parts didn't arrive because of the snow. So I've got a new clutch and bits, they're all sitting over there that I'm going to do a video on at some point. Rob's doing various little bits with his at the moment, and we'll run through that in a minute. But as you can see, we've got new hoodies with AR Projects on it. So if you want to see who made them, you can head over to our Instagram, and he's linked in and all there. Also, you would have seen our jazzy new intro that our friend Harry made when he had a spare 10 minutes. So cheers for that. And we'll give you a quick rundown of what we've been doing, I suppose, and not been doing. So yeah, see you in a sec.
Right, I'm redoing the rear radius arms on the Mini, simply because the first time I did this I reamed too much out of a bronze bush and created too much play. So what I did is I bought two new kits off of eBay. You can get these anywhere, eBay, Mini Sport, Mini Spares. They're a generic part. What I also did is I bought a tool off of eBay this time round that basically aligns the bronze bush with the roller bearing, which is this part here. I'll get this out and I'll show you in a sec, as I've already put this one in here. So when it comes to reaming the bush out, it's concentric and true to the roller bearing. Right, ignore what's going on with the alternator and the start motor. I've just put that there for the time being whilst I move the car forward and jacked it up. So I've now got all the wiring on the car done, pretty much. I know it looks like a mess still from here. That's because they're not in the final position at the minute. I actually had 3 looms for this car. The first one being the original one that was knackered, went old and brittle and all the connectors had just disintegrated. The second loom, well, that was actually my fault. I bought the wrong one. The third one is now the right loom. The reason why I accidentally bought the wrong loom is because I bought the MK1 Mini wiring loom that didn't have the dip or dim relay or flasher unit already pre-wired into the loom. I tried modifying that myself. Yeah, it didn't work very well, so I just thought I'll bite the bullet and buy another loom.
So what actually happened is he broke it?
No, I didn't break it, I bought the wrong thing. But I only realised I bought the wrong thing once I actually installed the old loom into the car. Yeah, I got quite angry. I've had to make some of my own modifications to this loom simply because I hate some of the connectors that come with new looms. Some of the new bullet connectors you get on them are just cheap, nasty and horrible. So I basically changed them to the DTM style connectors. Quite easy to fit, except I had to buy a special crimp tool to do the job. Once I had that tool, it was easy. I'm not usually good with fiddly things enough. I've gotten quite well with that one actually.
So what else have you done in here apart from you've obviously bolted the seat in?
The other problem I had is I had a problem with the indicators. I had the relays in the right place at the time. But what I didn't realise is that one of the relays had actually popped. So what was happening is I would put the hazards on, they would be flashing, I'd go to put an indicator on, once turning the hazards off, and the indicator would be constant. It wouldn't be flashing at me, it wouldn't do what a normal indicator does. Tried swapping the relays, that didn't work because the hazard relay runs slightly more power than the indicator relay. So it basically didn't create enough juice for the relay to open and close. So after realising that they was about £4 each, I just bought both brand new relays and that solved the job. Still got problems as to why my gauges aren't fully working, but I think I know why. I think the board on the back of it is knackered and I need to replace that.
New PCB.
But they're 120 quid each and hard to get hold of. I also bought new front indicators. and modified it myself with some new bullet connectors because I hated the ones that come on the loom. That was a nice easy job. That all works, I'm happy now. Rear lights work. Oh,
There's also some jazzy stuff.
there is some jazzy stuff.
But we can't see it because it's not here.
It's not up here yet. I have
It is down the
actually
house.
bought a new interior for the Mini. I'm not going with the original sick, bile looking colour cream fabric interior.
Blech.
Yeah. It did used to have poo brown carpet as well, but I changed that to black obviously. I've actually managed to get my hands on I think it was an SPI Cooper interior. So it's black vinyl with black fabric and red piping. I've got the top and bottom dash rails, all the door cards, boot lining kit, both seats. Yeah, it was that thing, wasn't it? Yeah.
Filled the back of my car up.
Yeah, filled the back of your Kia up.
Yeah.
And bought a few other little bits from a friend I know who basically strips minis.
So as you can see, because obviously I don't know if you noticed, but the engine stand is now sitting over there.
Yeah, he's done
The
nothing.
engine is no longer sitting on an engine stand. I've put it back on the subframe with its new polybush mount, and then realised that I put the clutch in the wrong way after looking at it researching it after. So
Minus 50 points to Adam.
as I'm taking it, as I've got to take it out anyway, I'm just going to put a new clutch in. So I've bought a new clutch. That's sitting over there. So that will be another video.
Shing.
Yeah, so it's the new clutch. So that'll be another video. I'll show you how easy it is to do a clutch on one of these. Admittedly, it's a lot easier for me because, you know, it's not actually...
In the car.
Yeah, it's not in the car. So I'm cheating a little bit, but then, hey, it's easier to show you lot. So I'll give you a quick whiz round of what my engine actually looks like now. It's back on its subframe and all painted up, and it looks a little bit snazzier. And it actually looks quite pretty for a 30-year-old engine, to be fair, and I'm quite happy with it. There's a few things I've got to do, like touch up a few bits and stuff like that. But then once the clutch is done, the next job is order up all my poly bushes, and then I can start stripping everything down, doing all the poly bushes, powder coating bits. Well, not powder coating bits, but painting bits, because powder coating takes too long. I've got to send that off. Can't be bothered.
Powder coating looks nuts though.
Yeah, it does look good, but it means I've got to send it off and I can't be bothered. So I'm just going to sandblast it in sandblaster we've got over there, and then paint it, and then put the poly bushes in, put it all back together. Worked out that the shocks are actually pretty good, to be fair, considering they're 30 years old. I'm shocked. They work. Shocks. Way!
See what you did there.
So I'm actually quite impressed at how well they've held up over the last 30 years. So I'll double check them, make sure that they are running as they should, do all the movements and stuff like that. Give them a good clean up, and then I'm going to get some, I think, E-back lowering springs for it. Put that on, buy new top mounts, and then that is chassis done. The only thing I'll have to do to the engine after that is all the coolant pipes and stuff like that, like the actual heater matrix pipes that come from the engine that go to the heating system inside. I've actually cut to get them off, so I've got to buy new of, well, I'm buying new of everything. But and then after that, it's moving on to shell work. So it'll be, I think the first job I'm probably going to do is take all the loose stuff out of the engine bay, give it a sort of clean up, sand it down. I think I'm going to spray the actual engine bay black.
Is that to hide the oil leaks?
No, you won't be able to hide the oil leaks because the oil leaks will be on the floor. It's to hide all the electrics and pipes and stuff, because it's all, most of it's black. It will just make it sort of disappear, and it just looks a mess. So I'll show you that in a second. I'll do a quick run round, because obviously we haven't done a run round properly since it was a whole car. So yeah, I haven't really been doing that much, if I'm honest, because it's been cold. And like I said, we've been waiting for parts that haven't actually turned up because of snow and what have you. So, but I've got my new clean inlet manifold, which I'm still in two minds whether I'm going to paint or not. Which does remind us that we've got somewhere, wherever Rob's going to put it out from. Oh, he's got his vapor blasted. What is that? A gearbox, isn't it? Gearbox sump.
No, it's to a gearbox goes in it.
Yeah, but it's also a sump for the engine, isn't it?
Yeah, that's how they work.
Because Mini.
Gearboxes work.
So he's now going to grab that, and I shall spin the camera around.
Try and put gloves on because I've got oil over my hands.
Pardon me. So you can see his nice new vapour blasted engine, and I'm not sure you're ready for this.
It's not a vapour blasted engine, you turd.
Vapour blasted gearbox. And how old is this? 32 years old.
33 years old, yeah.
Right, so what I'm about to show you is a 33-year-old gearbox from his Mini, and it's been vapour blasted by the same bloke Alfie who I did the video on last time, who done my inlet manifold.
Done an outstanding job.
He has done a brilliant job. So I'll link him in the description again, same as last time, because it is a brilliant job, and if you need anything done, he'll do it. And it does look really good for its age, so here it is really.
I was pretty much gobsmacked how this come out, to be honest. I was just give it a little twizzle.
A snazzy little stand.
Yeah, I'll turn it around a bit more.
Well, as you can see, it's literally, it just looks brand new. It's just amazing. So it looks like he's just bought a brand new one, which he hasn't. It's the original one off the engine, and this is why we like vapour blasting. So
I wouldn't be able to afford a new casing. Brand new casing. I would not be able to afford one of those.
So there you go then. If you want one that looks like a new casing but you can't afford a new casing, go and see Alfie. So yeah, so I'll give you a quick run around of this, so you can see where we are with this. And then yeah, I suppose we'll sort of wrap the video up and yeah.
Reason why I'm doing the radius humps as well, this is what it sounds like when the bronze bush is worn out, or if you've done the job before and did it wrong like I did, you shouldn't get this noise. That is all the play from the pin wobbling around inside the radius arm from where I've taken too much out the bronze bush.
So the moral of this story is, don't let Rob do the bushes on your Mini.
No, or just buy the right tools to do it.
That'd probably help too.
Yeah.
It's been a quick recap of what we've been doing. Obviously, like we said, we've been a bit restricted with the weather. We've had some snow. It's held up deliveries, and we just don't want to be up here in the cold. No. I mean, it's got no heating at the moment, so.
I want the spring.
Yeah. When it's warm up, we'll do a lot more. But yeah, so obviously, like we said, we've got some videos coming up. So give us a subscribe, give us a like, follow us on Instagram, Facebook. We'll leave links below. And it'll give you sort of a taster of what's coming up, and you can sort of keep up to date with us when we're not doing full videos and we're just doing little pictures and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I suppose we'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Jazzy intro.